Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to the 10th episode of our Bulgaria campaign in Ante Bellum, going to try and restore the Roman Empire. Last episode, we took a massive chunk out of Croatia, and this time we're going to be finishing off Moldavia for our mission. And we'll look into a war with Venice. Someone mentioned last episode that it might be a good idea to try and break their alliance. However, we don't really have the ability to do that. Unfortunately, they trust Venice too much, which is odd considering I think they just became allies, but maybe there's something behind the scenes that I'm not exactly aware of. Now, I could try to break Venice's alliance with Lombardy, but that doesn't seem likely either, so we're not probably going to be able to do that. We're going to stick to our previous plan, which might just be trying our best to improve relations with them, improve it as much as possible. There's really quite little I can do other than influence. I can offer them mill access. I probably can't guarantee them because they're too powerful, although we could try. I don't think we'd be able to. Maybe we can. Because I checked the wiki, it is possible to get to -17, but I'm wondering if maybe our aggressive expansion is hindering that in some way. I'd find that quite likely, but yeah, it's kind of weird because really all it requires is a simple friendly. Friendly or higher generally will just give you the flat 20, so I'm not sure what's holding us back this time around, but it's clearly something. Something which is rather annoying, that is. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if we'll be able to solve any of these issues. If, worse gets to worst, then we'll just declare on Venice, fight both of them. They'd be a little tougher, but by that point, hopefully I'll have enough manpower. I'll probably have enough money. Probably, hopefully, we'll see sort of deal. We'll find out soon enough, really. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and siege down Imereti here. I'm not sure if I want to maybe take any of this land, though, because I don't have that much orthodox aggressive expansion. Although it would cost me a little bit of Diplo to go ahead with that plan. I am quite far ahead in Diplo. And a single province couldn't hurt, right? Just one tiny little province, maybe? One province that I can take some of this stuff over here. Yeah, once I get my Deus Vult CB, that'll be easy to use against these guys over in this direction. So maybe having a little foothold would be a good idea. Especially for, like, going into these areas as well. Because I'll have to get through these first if I want to get to here. Or I can just bypass it entirely, which would also work. Unfortunately, this guy's allied with a bunch of people, so I can't exactly attack him, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, let's send these guys off to do their job. We will have a slight problem with Georgia, but I also happen to have ships, so you're not really going to go anywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this construction guy, and we'll just go ahead with the occupation of Imereti here. I don't need these guys here, though. And my lights can go back to protecting trade. When it comes to our ships, though, I think I'll probably want to actually hire some more, get some more galleys, because Venice's fleet is big, but if I grab enough galleys, that won't matter. Assuming they didn't also take galley combat ability, which it's not going to tell me even if they did, so why would I bother looking? We did take the galley combat ability, though, so that doesn't matter too much. I think I'll round it out to a solid 15. I think that would be fine. Because I don't want to spend too much on my ships. I'm hardly paying anything, though, so that's why I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I can bring it up to 20 galleys, which is quite a lot, but I'm expecting to lose ships once we go to war with Venice, just so I can occupy their capital. Speaking of occupation, though, can I take this land? I don't think so, because yes, we actually do need to occupy their capital here. Right, you need to go protect trade. Don't know where I sent you off to, but that's not where I wanted you to go. Okay, spy network in this guy's done. He's found out, so he doesn't like me as much, meaning he is... I don't even get it anymore, man. I literally do not understand it. Not even in the slightest. Not one little bit do I understand this. He likes me less because I did covert actions, but he's less willing to accept the defensive war call from Venice, so... yeah, okay. Now, why are you hiding? You're hiding from enemy fleets. There's one, it's in port, and it's blockaded. I don't exactly get what your problem is. I'm a little confused. But whatever. Alright, all I need to do is siege this, or I can just send these guys back preemptively. I don't need too many men on this fort. Here, we can just send these guys back. Wrong button. This is the right button. Yeah, it must be aggressive expansion then, I guess, right? Because the aggressive expansion means he's like slightly closer to being a aggressive stance, I guess, which is a weird way of thinking about it, but I guess that's the only way I can reason that out. Is that he is slightly, very, very slightly closer to being, not aggressive, what's that one? Outraged, that's the one, yeah. Slightly closer to being outraged, that's the only thing I can think of. And that's just because I managed to take a little bit of land, so he's upset. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's even how it works at all. Also, if I full annexed, which I can't do, but if I did, then I'd inherit this vassal and that war. But boy, would that be a bad idea. Also, never mind, that's a personal union, so it would, I think, just dissolve. Yeah. So, let me go ahead and grab one province here. I don't want to take too much AE because I'm thinking that's the reason. Then again, how much AE is this anyway? If that hits Venice with 12, it's probably going to hit him with... well, it's not my rival, so maybe... 6? Okay, I'll take this amount, I'll take his money, his war reps, and his prestige with me. Well, this much, I guess. I'll core that up. And these guys get to go back home. Now, as for this guy over here, I'll go ahead with all of his money and his land. Venice will be upset, who cares. So I get to take that, and that'll give me claims on Transylvania, I think. There we go, extra Diplo rep as well for basically no good reason, but I have it now, so that's cool. So what's your opinion of me here? Now that you're at minus 16 aggressive expansion opinion, this is the real test. No, it's still minus 2. Okay. I have no idea. Literally, I just can't explain it. I have no way to explain this. Literally, 0. It's not trust. It's not favors, because we just changed the number of favors again. Man, I'm really racking my brain at this. I don't know what the whole thing here is. Also, I don't think I need this guy. I'm just going to abandon him, because he has nothing useful for me. I will increase his opinion of me, his truce, or his trust, sorry. Just so that, I don't know, no particular reason, I suppose, just because. I'm not going to use the favors for anything else. So, I'm building up all those galleys, hoping for a war with Venice, and only Venice, but we're going to find out. Come on, I just don't get it. I really don't. 128, his opinion went down, but his willingness to stay remained the same. Yeah, and they're too powerful for a guarantee. Wow, I'm confused. Influence would be extremely expensive, so that's not going to happen. I'll buy those, and I will buy none of those. Maybe a trade thing? Nah, that's fine. Let's group all these guys up together. Let's make a little bit of money, like we've been doing for a while now. I could go after these guys, though. Because now I actually have a reason to go to war for those areas. Conquer Transylvania. Gives me permanent claim on something, don't know what. This area over here, so. Conquer Transylvania and this area. Ironically, You have a lot of cores, don't you? Fascinating. Would you like to become a vassal? Because that would be really ironic. And I do love me some good old irony. I wouldn't exactly have the room for a vassal, but I could make some. Because you have some decent reconquest. That'll cut down how much aggressive expansion I'm generating. I'm a big fan of that. So hey, do you want to get invited into this family of ours here? Because that would be really cool. Now let's group up all these guys. All of the boats are done. Let's actually turn up the army and do that whole thing. So now I have a combat navy of roughly 26 ships, mainly galleys that I can use against Venice's ludicrous number of ships. Why do you have so many ships, man? Okay, the 20 galleys should be enough to handle. Or hopefully, I'm thinking they will. Depends on how much they spread out their navy, of course. So let's go with that conquest, but instead of conquest, I'll actually be vassalizing you, then swapping your religion. Don't try to run away. I'll always come back. I actually didn't need to do that. Didn't need to do that at all, actually. But because I did, now they're getting away. And there we go. So we'll split off one guy, split off the artillery, which will grab this leader and go into there. Still at 2. Still very confused. Ooh, yes! Diplomatic relation and aggressive expansion pact. That's actually perfect. That's literally perfect for vassalizing this guy. It's only 10 years, mind you, but that's like 10 years of no Diplo wasted, which is great. In fact, it's 10 years that I can use to feed this guy land and then annex him. I should probably also feed this guy some land as well. Yeah, that would probably be a really solid idea because they're really weak. Just go after the weakest enemies, and we'll see if Lombardy is gonna die or not. Or if he's gonna betray Venice, that's what I meant to say. Sure will make the burghers happy, it's not too expensive. Speaking of making them happy, this is annoying. Let's see, nothing to build there, nothing to build here. I do need to build a shipyard though in here, yes? I think that was the plan. Yes, I need to have a dock, a dry dock, sorry, a dock or a shipyard, and a shipyard, not door. Let me get this. The fleet is, oh yeah, perfect. Galley combat ability for 10 years, that's perfect against Venice. Okay, everything's starting to fall into place here, which is great. And I need to invade Crimea, which sort of means, yeah, I need to attack you. So I'm going to grab that spy network to start with. These two guys are going to deal with aggressive expansion issues. And we'll finally have more trade to bring into Constantinople so that I can make more money. I'm also losing a significant portion of my own node here because Venice, for some reason, is just yoinking it all, which sucks. Should also definitely be focusing on admin right now. Okay, come on. Hurry up. Get vassalized. Vassal, thank you very much. Now I could, of course, conquer and then release, but I do have a couple of extra cores here, so I don't want to give those back because I've already cored them. He will give up his claims, though. Well, end the rivalry gives me more prestige. In fact, almost exactly as much prestige as I want. So let's vassalize you. And now you have reconquest for these cores, which is actually a pretty significant portion. You are allied with somewhat strong enemies, though. Yeah, rather strong enemies. If I bring in Florence and Thuringia, though, then that's no problem. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna actually have to fight Lombardy. That kind of sucks. Because, in all honesty, I thought we could get away without doing that, but never mind. Never mind at all. Let's bring these guys together. I'll beat up on this dude, which should be very quick, very easy. We'll go for this province. Back here. Oh, you have really awkward pathing because of the mountain fort there. Boy, is that awkward. We have Magyar separatists, which is kind of funny, actually. So I just vassalized him. Okay, you're doing the right pathing. I actually want you, yes, siege this first. And then I want you to move on to the capital and siege that. I would love for nothing more than that. Yeah, he might have some difficulty, but that should be fine. Alright, nice, thank you. Now siege this. I'm gonna chase after this guy. Should probably also declare war on these guys as well. Ramazan. Oh, he is alive. Okay, interesting. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Want to rethink that, maybe? He can just keep running forever. That's the part that sucks. I can't really stop him from running. Okay. Okay. So... yeah, Venice is going to be a later problem, unfortunately. I'm going to focus more of my effort into Anatolia for now, I think. Anatolia and Transylvania. Ooh, that's awkward. Speaking of Transylvania, a couple of separatists over there on the province, which is the war goal. How convenient is that? He gets some free war score back for a couple of seconds. Okay. I'm gonna send that guy in there because he has the siege and the cannons. That's a +2. I can grab this, which I probably should actually. Because what I want to do is, before I make this guy too big, I want to enforce his religion. Now, he's currently sitting at... yeah, not -50, so I'm just going to have to pop it anyway. He's going to be upset, but I will have this guy still on here if he decides to stop moving around, or he decides to stop sieging. Finish up the port there. I'll wait until we're at war with Venice for that, but now I can convert my own things. It's probably actually a better interest to convert the stuff of my subject, because he is going to be suffering the most without any Orthodox land. I'm also going to improve relations. Oh, I'm already doing that. Nice. Okay, well that works too. And once I give him land, he's going to be happier as well. I'll just sit here, wait for that. I will take all of this land. Hopefully no one cares too much. What's that, AE? It's not too bad. Okay. So let's grab all of that. I think I'll probably hand some of it over to a subject, because I don't want to core all of that. So, let's see. I don't directly need to own that, do I? No, I don't. Wait. Owned by Bulgaria or non-tributary subjects. Why are you highlighted, though? Non-tributary subject includes you. You are a vassal. Oh yeah, it does count. Okay. I was just confused for a second, so I can give him this land. I can give him all that land with no issue. Now you have Reconquest for this stuff, and I'm hoping that this isn't such a bad war. Silesia doesn't seem very strong. Pruthenia kind of does, though. No, they just have no manpower. They're like a paper tiger. So, let's give some of this stuff over to the Magyars. I can also pay off your debt if that's what you need. So you can have this stuff. There you go. How are you feeling right now? Not too great, not too bad either. Sort of mid. Alright, that's fine. And how about you? Francia? You have to be kidding me. How did you... oh, Francia's... or Francia, whichever one it is. Okay, he just became Defender of the Catholic Faith. Well, that's a lot more awkward, actually. Okay, that's not good. Okay, oh wow. So it turns out the best opportunity to attack Venice actually was back then. But I kept pushing it for too long. Well, that's kind of cringe. Huh. Well, now I'm sort of forced to focus on the stuff over here. Why are these guys Hussite? Why is Ravensburg Hussite? Why is Frankfurt Hussite? Can someone tell me why? What? Frankfurt without the Frankfurt? Nice. That's so cursed. It's not even in Bohemia anymore. They took the Hussite and they left. They took the Hussite with them. Whatever. I'll just go after this guy. Reconquest for these cores here. I'm expecting Magyar separatists to spawn, but... Wait, is this up? Oh, no garrison. Yes. Please, no garrison. When will I get there? 26th of March. My life is blessed. No garrison. What a loser. He didn't expect the Magyar Reconquista, so I get a free fort. Nice. Wow, stability event, not nice. The game giveth and the game taketh away. Oh well. So let's clean these up. And I've lost a leader, but not this guy. Bunch of cores. The fleet will be for Venice later on. There we go. Grab those guys, walk over here, deal with that. And just to give these back will cost only 15, so we don't have to go too much further. Unfortunately, that will give separatism, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Alright, let's go into here. Keep moving. Now, did I set the timer? I feel like I did, and I kind of feel like I didn't. I did, and it's only for another 20 seconds. Okay. Phew. Alright. I thought I forgot for a second, and I was like, ah, not again. You know, turns out I've just been recording for the past 3 hours. Sometimes it happens. Alright. Yep, there we go. There's the timer. Well, let me finish up this war real quick. Don't want to leave you on a cliffhanger. Should really only take a little bit more, just so I can reconquest that land. Reconquesting that gives me claims on Alfeld. And then dismantle the Magyars will be very cursed, as I will be giving the Magyars back literally all of their land. So... Bet you didn't think that one through. Alright, there we go. Close? Close, but not quite. I can't go anywhere. I literally just have to sit here and wait. Well, that's the pinnacle of boring. Let's send these guys together. And... now it's ironic because the Magyars like me, but it's the... it's my other vassal that doesn't now. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I can actually drop a little bit of prestige on you. Here, take a placate. As for you, yeah, that's fine. A quick placate, which will make that go down a little bit faster, maybe? No, placate's only worth it if you, if I actually do it 3 times. That's the only time it'll be worth it, because they'll go down at the same rate, I think. So... didn't think that one through either. But if I give him more provinces, then that'll solve the problem anyway, so... feed him more land, he'll be happy. Some land force limit, so I can have an army that is double the size of my current one at some point, and then I can take on Venice. Don't know about Francia. They're in debt, so... we'll see. Siege? No. But now you're on high, which means you've done something. I don't know what, though. Better against Finland. Finland? Was Finland always here? I don't feel like they were. Also, Novgorod is sitting over here. Interesting. Novgorod, I guess, is just this timeline's version of what will become Russia, because Muscovy was tiny, and Novgorod is thick, and doesn't quite own Moscow, but will at some point. Alright, can I reconquest that? Yes, thank you very much. I will take this, or a little bit of land. No, I'll come back for that another day. I will take flat out cash, I think. Yeah, 3% war score of war reps, or just straight up cash. I mean, doesn't really matter. Unless I can get this guy out, which I can't, so... Let's see, war reps, and then as much cash as possible. I guess that would give me more money, technically, so... Thank you very much for that. The Magyars have grown, I've conquered Transylvania, kind of. So I get some military power and army tradition and a permaclaim down here, and I will quote-unquote dismantle the Magyars. You know. Dismantle, of course, yeah, just dismantle them a little bit. Clearly that's what's going on here. But unfortunately, we are out of time today. We did manage to do quite a bit of conquering, so, you know. We basically conquered all of this land that is now under the Magyars. We have conquered, almost forgot this guy's name, Moldavia. Right, that guy. We took him down as well. We completed like 4 missions, so I feel like we did quite a lot today. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to take a second to thank all of the patrons for the month of March, starting with the ones we have in the General tier: Quiet Guy, Brennan Arsenault, Ben Greenhagen, Torvald, Dire Avenger, and Farron. Those we have in the Prince tier: Snow Raven, Rockbox 2020, and Robert Colino. Those we have in the King tier: Chewy Shoot and Natsuki. In the Elector tier, we have TFLJ Martis. And in the Conqueror of Worlds tier, we have The Watcher. Thank you guys so much for your pledges this month. It means a lot to me, and I truly cannot thank you guys enough.